Hey, expat rebel Chris here. Welcome back to my channel. And it is now day 2 of my kitchen remodel. More of a complete from scratch kitchen because there was no kitchen here. So when we bought this place 10 months ago, here in Yucatan, Mexico, on the beach, and it had a kitchen here and one downstairs. This one really smelled. I mentioned that before. And so we ripped it all out, which took a day. And we did that, I think, the second day after we moved in because it was hard to close all the windows because the smell came up. There was a lot of cats here, and so there was a lot of cat pee smell. And it was, since this is the living room is right back here, it was very noticeable. So we had that ripped out and we did a lot of other things before we tackled the kitchen. So let me show you what they did on day 2. Day 1 is that they got rid of some tile on the floor. It wasn't really exciting. It was loud, and I had my noise canceling headphones on because I'm basically living downstairs. But today, also loud, but they did a lot. So let me show you what they did. Now, we had an electrical guy, part of the team that we hired. Our kitchen designer recommended this. We worked on our kitchen design for months before we finally finalized it. And he was doing the wiring and getting that all set up while the construction people were putting in the mold. So this is our design of our kitchen is going to be more of a U design where we're going to be standing here and we'll have the kitchen counter all around us. And the TV is right over there. I moved it downstairs because all the dust. But this is what it will be. And I showed you already the granite we picked out, which is from Brazil, which is amazing. But this is the basic layout. We're going to have a sink, which I showed earlier as well, right here. And then over here, there's going to be cabinets and everything, and some more like green countertop as well, and then an oven right here, which we did get. We bought our oven at Sears, and Sears is actually growing in Mexico, so it's actually pretty popular. I know it's not so much in the U.S. anymore, but this is our Mexican stove. It's an actually Mexican brand called Mabe, I believe is how you pronounce it. This is more of the upper line model, IO Mabe. And these are made in Mexico. They're actually really nice. A lot of people have them. A lot of the rentals that we had for the last 5 years actually usually had one of these. This is a higher end model. We got it at Sears and we got a good deal on it, but it was the fanciest oven that they had. Var, so this German brand that was there, which was really about the same quality. Yeah, they actually sell German stuff here as well. Our sink was German, and we've seen some German ovens as well. But we got the Mexican one. This is a brand that actually sells and is all partially owned, 45% owned by GE. So a lot of the GE ovens that are for sale in the US are actually made in Mexico by this company. But that brand name isn't in the US, so you've probably never heard of it. But it's good oven and stovetop gas, by the way. So that's day 2 of our kitchen remodel. We're looking forward to having this done. It is going to take a little while to do. Hopefully, once they got the concrete in, that the granite and the countertops, tops and the cabinets will be a little bit slower, probably, is what I'm hearing, but I may be able to move back into the living room here. And before that's all over, we had to leave because of all the dust and the electronics that we have here. Even though part of our network is a mesh network, we have these mesh nodes throughout the house because it's 3 stories tall and the house is made out of concrete. So a traditional router doesn't really work. We have one downstairs, and on the top floor, can't even see it. So we did that, and we've had to install plastic bags behind them put them inside the plastic bags to keep the dust away so that we can get our internet router from the company, which is upstairs, all the way downstairs, since we're living downstairs right now. So that was a bit of a chore. There's actually another one right there that we stuck in, which is actually working. So that's it. Hope you guys get something out of this little mini project we're doing. This is probably one of our last projects for this renovation. We also have some plants coming, and we got a design back, but scaling it down a little bit on what we want to do plant-wise, because they were making us into a jungle. So this is our pool, and we're going to have some plants there around our favorite palm tree and that one. And that one probably only, we might stick some little containers right here, which will actually block the wind from the Gulf of Mexico, which are behind those palm trees as well. But we'll see how that goes. That's being updated. That plan's being updated, and I'll let you guys know how that goes. I don't have a final cost on that. And this kitchen is a little bit more than we thought it would be. We're looking at about $14,000 US to do this. And we paid 50% down to the kitchen team, just many people to do all this to get started, which is when honestly pretty normal here in Mexico. You just got to make sure that you check everything they do every day. So they made a mistake yesterday. There's probably in this communication with the designer and the construction people, and that this island was actually a little bit too far that way. And you can see about that far, too far. So they had to move the entire island, but we caught it in time. They did chisel out some of the tiles, which we're going to have to replace, but we caught it in time. So they moved it. So at the end of every day, always check what's going on. If you don't live on site like we do, you need to go by your construction place probably at least twice. We've used architects, which is very normal here. Our kitchen designer is technically an architect, and they're the ones that are in charge of the project. And so they take care of a lot of detail. We've also hired people directly, local Mayan people nearby, and his team of people, and they're not an architect. And we talked to them directly. In fact, our pool was done that way. And we could just walk out on the balcony and see what's going on and make little tweaks. If they're not really understanding what this is a custom pool. Everything about this was what we wanted. And it developed as it was dug out and everything. And so we got, chairs, we got little cutouts in there. We got a little staircase here to get out really easily. So as we get a little older, it'll be easy to get out, and even little steps there and there. Thank you for watching my video. Please hit subscribe to the channel. Would love that. Leave a comment if you got any questions or comments about this video. And hey, make sure you hit that bell notification so you get notified when I come out with new videos. And hey, why not join the expat newsletter? An email comes out every week over at expatrebel.com. You'll learn about becoming an expat, being an expat, and even traveling the world. Yeah, go over to expatrebel.com to sign up for that. See you guys next time. Bye.